Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the 5K series grand final. I'm Meister, joined by a Maniac, as you can see there, a Maniac just rocking out to those tunes.
I'm very excited. You know, the music just gets me pumping.
It really does. And I mean, this is the grand final series. We're down to two teams. It is the faction taking on AVANT T1. We had definitely more of a convincing victory for the faction there for map number 1. But, you know, it's still early days. Best of 5 series, certainly straight up next. Could make the difference, might not. But, you know, what are you thinking?
Look, it can always go either way. When you've got the top 2 seeded teams, I'm going to stick with that. It's going to go either way. Those guys over at the faction looking very strong. I did tell the stream before, tweet at us and let us know. Use that hashtag ACL5K. Let me know your thoughts. Our friend AES Control tweeted at us and said that AVANT T1 will be making the comeback. So let's see if his prediction comes true. We are here in the S&D where T1 have known to excel at. Let's see if they can stay true to that. We're going to be seeing Issei running the OBJ for this squad. IMR out as well, and he's going to be dropped the first one down here in this round, Mike.
You seem to be loving that commentator's curse continuing over to the Search and Destroy variant. Of course, we're going to be having Hopi right now on your screen. He's being able to pick up the kill there on Swift. He has another player right behind him. You didn't notice him at the beginning, but he turns around and he's going to be going for this kill anyway. Gets double tags, triple tags, but he won't be able to actually pick off the kill on him in the end. It's still a 2v2 situation, though. And I mean, it's Hopi and Wolfie taking on Blue and Buzzin'. And I do believe that was Buzzin' that Hopi failed to kill, so that might come back to bite him back in later on in the round.
Yeah, it might. Might I add, they were not the best shots I've ever seen, but that was a lot of tags.
Yes,
that was a lot of tags. Like, I thought he would have got that kill. Unfortunately not. Buzzer able to get away, and then as you saw there, the guys at T1 were dropped. First round here on this S&D on Biolab is going to go to the guys of the faction. Is this a sign of things to come? Who knows? But Blue is trying to say so, getting that final kill cam there for the squad of the faction. Mike, I mean, you put the question on me. Let's put it back to you, my friend. Are you feeling that these guys from AVANT T1 can get a comeback here? I mean, the faction played pretty convincing in that hard point.
I feel that they can make a comeback, but they need to play a little bit better than what they were doing in that first hardcore game. Granted, it wasn't all their fault. The faction was just playing one step ahead of them. However, they need to change that step back. They need to force faction, maybe drag them back over to the ground, maybe chain them up and keep them where they currently are, and then play, perform, and soar up and get some more maps on the board, get some rounds on the board. And it all starts with this Search and Destroy. They need to start doing things from now, because you don't want to completely drop out of the Search and Destroy and then be 2-0 down.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Might I add, who were just on board with Wolfie here, getting these shots and nades through these little crevices above the top of circle here. You know, I like the angle, but I feel like he's probably not about wasting time. Look, I'm going to say he's wasting a bit of time there. He's just putting himself in a bit of an open spot. But hey, man, you know, whatever floats your boat, he's trying to do his best there for his team. Or so he thinks, you know, let him go with it. Luca here, we're on board with right now. He's going to have that scope out. I thought that looked like a hit. Luca, that was a hit. Don't worry about what the game says. I got your back, buddy. That was looking good to me. However, it's not going to matter. He's like, all right, I'll skip past that. Let's get this plant down. Or let's not. As he's going to get a shot of lead in the back there. You know, not something he really needs as he's trying to get that bomb down. However, things are now tied up. Round 2 is going to go to AVANT T1. 1-1 here at the beginning days of this Biolab S&D.
I mean, you have Issei here on your round-ending kill cam, being able to pick off those 2 kills. And, I mean, able to get them the round, showing like a true captain what his team needs to do to step on up here in this game. And, I mean, they did just that. Could show a little bit of hope here for them.
Well, let's hope. I mean, they've done pretty well there to take out that round. Now they just need to carry that one. Of course, the first team to take the 2 rounds in a row, rather, is generally the one that you'll see with the potential to make a comeback. I mean, that hasn't really proven true today, but with these top-tiered teams, it's something you see pretty often. So if they can get 2 in a row, that might say what's going to happen.
I mean, you have one player dropping just then make that 2 from the AVANT squad. That's Wolfie and Hopi who get taken down. Issei is going to get shot at from the back of elbow right there. The player's got to contest from the front. Posing player from AVANT did get dropped at the exact same time. And I mean, the faction, they had that in complete control.
Look how great that communication was. I mean, we saw that player from AVANT T1 getting shot from the player over in the elbow building. And as soon as he was getting shot, you saw another player of the faction jump straight out of red. I mean, that was an immediate response to an immediate call out. And, you know, this communication and teamwork has just been coming through for these guys of the faction. And Buzzo is melding very well for this team. And, you know, he's been proving his worth. 3 for 1 at the moment. And Buzzo, who I was just calling out, also got that first shot there to take down a player over on AVANT. Look how quickly these guys are dropping. I would say like flies, but I don't think flies die quite that fast.
Yeah, I think it has to be something just that gets born and then gets killed straight away. Maybe from the hand of God, just squishing them down. But either way, I mean, that's just
for those of you playing at home, if you blinked, that was a round to the guys of the faction. Because I mean, I'd forgive you for missing that one.
Yeah, I mean, at this rate, if you go for a little bit of a coffee break, you're going to miss the entire map.
Mate, I was just trying to take a drink of water. I mean, that's another round right there. What's it up to? 5-1? 6? Oh, the grand final's over? Sorry for that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there. I'm just saying that round was pretty quick.
Yeah, I think everyone got the point from me from that one. And either way, I think AVANT are looking to make it back another quick round for themselves right here in this one. It is a 2v2 situation. Izze's going for this bomb plant. He's going to be the last one live. He bows out of the bomb, and he's going to rotate around the generator. Gets a couple of tags on, but he does get taken out. The faction, I mean, that wasn't as quick a round, but it was still relatively quick.
Look, they were trying to embrace what I was saying before, but, you know, it wasn't as quick, but these are some quick rounds from the guys of the faction. And look at that. Isse caught in a 3-way pinch there. That's not where you want to be. The faction just been playing amazingly well. 4-1 is now your round count. I mean, the way these guys are playing, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 6-1, to be totally honest with you. However, you got to realize who these guys are. Over on T1, you've got Isse, Hopi, Wolfie, and Hysteria. Amazing players. Isse has gone to the Call of Duty World Champs 2 years in a row. You cannot rule players like this out, Mike. I mean, it looks pretty rough for them now. This is why it's called a comeback.
At the same time, Superstar.
Look, I was trying to hold it.
I was going to say, at the same time, Superstar fill-in Buzzin has been to Call of Duty Championships 3 years in a row.
Always got to one-up me, Mike.
I think I always do.
Why you do this?
At the same time, at least my backing is a 5-1 lead.
Yeah, 5-1 lead. Well, it's about to be 6-1. I did say that just before. I reckon that's where it's going right now. I mean, what? I'm pretty sure that the last 3 or 4 rounds have gone, what? It's only been like 20, 30-second rounds at most. I mean, AVANT T1 have just been falling. And I wouldn't be surprised if it happens again here in our 7th and potentially final round. And here we go. Hysteria takes a fall. Buzzo drops as well. Luca taking a fall as well. AVANT T1 finally have the player advantage for once. And indeed, they have a real advantage now. 3 players up for T1 up against the 1, which is Swifty. Swifty's also going to take a fall. So there you go. Proving me wrong, which I'm very happy to be wrong right now. Big claps to the guys of AVANT T1, able to stay alive here in this S&D. And this is what I want, Mike. This is really what I want. I want some excitement here for our grand final. I did say earlier that if it's a 3-0 sweep, sure, that's great. That's great. But T1, give me a fight here, guys. Give me a fight.
I think that, I think the AVANT squad want to show that. And I think in some of the rounds, they're showing the potential to do so, but they have to show consistency throughout the entire time. Now, already throughout the day, we have had a 5-1 Search and Destroy game go to a 6-5. So this could be a big difference maker here in this round. Like maybe for the AVANT squad. You know, it's been done before. We can make it happen too, but it's all about doing it for these next rounds. They need to win their attacking rounds. They need to win the defensive rounds. They need to be working on these first bloods as well. And I mean, tags happening there on Swifty, who's still able to get away. Whoever shot those bullets, I'm going to assume... yeah.
They would have been mad until the grenade just finished it up for him. So Swifty finally dies there. So player of the faction going down. T1 again looking at least decent here in this round. They are on the defense as well. Blue picking up the bomb. He's got that IMR in hand. Looking through that gap just above the circle there from the green roof. Now he needs to watch himself. There's going to be a couple of players over just below the catwalk. One's over in blue there. You can see here with that COD vision. Needs to watch himself jumping around up there. That player from AVANT's just going to be on the other side there. That might have been Hysteria. Hopi and Isse both picking up kills. Blue, the only one left alive, gets a lot of tags out. Now, before you know it, T1 coming back with another round. His score is 3-5. And Mike, might I add that a little earlier, and unfortunately we didn't catch it on stream, the guys from 4N when they were up against Integral Nation.
Yes.
We had to leave them when they were up, I believe, in the S&D. It was 5-1. Sorry, the guys from Integral Nation were up 5-1. 4N came back to win that game 6-5. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen right now. The faction are playing ridiculous, but hey, it can happen. It's been proven to happen. And if anyone can repeat the performance of what 4N did up against Integral Nation, it's going to be AVANT T1.
And I mean, I did bring this up earlier. This is what I was referencing to that match. It did happen earlier, so I'm like, you know, it's been done before. Now, I do also want to bring up a little bit maybe of a sore spot. Previously at ACL Brisbane, on a different game, we have had an overall series lead come back from 5-1 as well. Now, on one end, it consists of a player that was a part of the team that did it, and it consists of a player that was part of the team that received it. Just a little bit of a fun fact there, but they definitely like 5-1s at the same time, so this could be a factor.
It really could be, and look, with Blue taking a fall early, Luca following him to the grave as well. Buzzo being dropped as well. Hysteria and Issei going off their nuts right now, playing against these guys of the faction. Swifty's going to try and fight back right now. He's the only one left alive. However, T1 shuts that down. Mike, we've gone from 5-1 to a 5-4 game, 1 round separating these teams here in this S&D. What the? After those fast rounds, blistering rounds even, to the guys of the faction, we're now seeing a T1 comeback. What is happening right now?
The job isn't done yet, though. It's only round 10 that's going to be coming on up. We've seen 9 rounds played. Now, with this round 10 coming on up, AVANT still can't lose their composure. They need to keep on doing what they've been doing right these last couple of rounds. The comeback is theirs for the taking, but the faction aren't going to stand still for it and wait for their demise. They're going to be pushing on forward. You do notice a little bit of a kerfuffle. I mean, TF, they pushed on forward right into a trap. There was a little bit of friendly fire. There was an accident, and now Buzzin's all alone. And it wasn't even 30 seconds.
That was some accident, Mike. That was some accident. For those of you who didn't see the action, well, you could barely call it action. I think the confusion the accident in the scuffle there. We did see, I believe it was Luca. Ooh. Look, I
was thinking that was maybe a collateral for a moment.
Yeah, I was feeling it. But anyway, to the point, the TLDR of this is that
it's around 11 now.
Well, if you really want to TLDR it, yes, it's around 11, but the faction, one of their players stomped the other one. They're a little bit dazed and confused. It was a little unfortunate for them. However, Mike, game 11.
There was a player on an 8 streak. I saw that. Not exactly sure which player it was, but I saw an 8 next to one of their names.
Ladies and gentlemen, a player which has good cards as we are, that we didn't see who it was. A player got an 8 streak. That is an amazing play from a player. We are now here in round 11. The final round here. Now, if they are repeating history what Fortnite can do, we're going to be seeing a win here to the guys of T1. However, if the faction maintain their style, they're going to walk away with a win. And with shots like that from Swifty, it may just happen. Hysteria, the first person to fall down in this round. And following him to the grave is going to be Lucas saying, "What's up, buddy? We're from across the side of the other side, but we'll say good day here in the grave." Now, 3v3 is the situation right now, Mike. It is close. You can feel the tension. I can feel it emanating from the screen.
I definitely have to agree with you on that one. You can feel the intensity coming out through the monitor right now. Is able to take down Blue, though, making it a 3v2. This could be the comeback in the making, but he comes back into a 2v2 as Buzzin takes down Hopi. Now, Swifty has this bomb, and he's rotating over through 5. There is a player right next to him there, but they're rotating over to this A side of the map. Now, they did just get spotted. Shots do go out across the back as well. Wolfie would be able to take down Buzzin. So this could be the comeback here, or this could be an amazing clutch to wrap the scamper. He's about to be contesting 2 players. One who is left, one in front of him. That's going to be the comeback train here for AVANT T1. 5-1 down. Doesn't really matter what rounds are these, because it becomes 6-5. Bam.
Yeah, like, I have no words for that one. I mean, the faction, the way they were playing, okay. I really feel like I'm not exaggerating. Those first rounds from round 2 to 5 were some of the best S&D I've seen played, especially up against the caliber of AVANT T1. I really feel like the faction, they probably got carried away with themselves. They went, I was going to say super, they went hyper aggressive. That's where that confusion came in. The accident happened, a bit of the team stomp, which cost them round 10, and they could have tied they could have just finished things there. But unfortunately they didn't. They didn't capitalize. There was confusion. And I feel that the big momentum shift combined with the faction's little issues here and there, including that team kill, it was all T1's way. And then came down to that nail-biting round 11. They were able to get it, and clutch from T1, evening up the series score 1-1.
I mean, it was definitely an impressive effort there for them. And I mean, that's just what we were talking about earlier at the beginning of the Search and Destroy when they were down 5-1. They needed to change something. They needed that spark to ignite, and they can carry that over. Once you change a momentum shift and it goes back in your favor, it can do wonders for you. And I think we showed exactly how that is. And once again, I reckon 5-1 to the T1 name is just it's something. It was fate. It was destiny. And I mean, they made it work with that. But I mean, that's not all for this game so far. We have an uplink coming up next, and it's going to be on comeback again, it seems.
Yeah, well, comeback uplink. I mean, you've said it yourself, one of your favorite game types. I love casting comeback uplink. You can see some amazing plays there. I mean, after that S&D, both of these teams are going to be chomping at the bit to have another amazing game. However, while we get this one set up, we're going to be going to a quick break, guys. Don't forget to tweet us at ACL Pro, that hashtag ACL5K. Let us know what you think of this series. And look, tell us how blown away you were from that S&D, because I'm sure you were. I know I was. However, we're going to be getting back into this uplink straight after this break.